Welcome to Migration Mastery. Here's the thing. Apache versus Nginx is the wrong question. Real production stacks run both, Apache handling legacy apps, and htaccess workflows, Nginx sitting at the edge or serving static files. So across these 12 lessons, we're tackling the actually interesting problem. How do you bridge them? 4 themes drive the series. Translation between config models, coexistence patterns, migration playbooks in both directions, and the honest cases where you shouldn't migrate at all. Quick gut check on whether this series is for you. You should already have hands on both servers individually. This is the bridge between 2 mental models, not a from-scratch on-ramp. If Apache's unfamiliar, run Apache Mastery first. If Nginx is, start with Nginx Beginner Mastery. 4 scenarios put you here. You inherited a hybrid stack and can't explain why. You're staring down a migration in either direction, you're picking the stack for a greenfield project, or you're the senior who needs to end the Apache versus Nginx religious war on your team with actual measurements. So let's put them side by side. Apache, since '95, is the workhorse. Configurable everything, modular, .htaccess, mod.rewrite, decades of backwards compat. That's why shared hosting, WordPress, and legacy PHP still live there. Nginx, since 2004, is the speedster. Event-driven core, low memory, high concurrency, caching baked in. That's why it owns static delivery, reverse proxying, and modern microservices. Different philosophies, different sweet spots, and that's exactly why production stacks run both. And here's the dirty secret most blog posts won't tell you. Real production almost always runs both. Pattern 1, Nginx at the edge handling TLS and cache, Apache behind it serving WordPress through mod pp. Pattern 2 flips it. Apache at the edge for compliance and htaccess policy, Nginx inside for raw speed. Pattern 3 splits by path, static, API, and legacy PHP, each routed to the engine that does it best. Once you see these, the which one should I pick question stops making sense. But sometimes you do need to migrate. So let's get honest about when. A real reason looks like 10,000 concurrent connections, a static heavy profile, a memory-starved host, or vendor end-of-life forcing your hand. A bad reason is, I read Nginx is faster, or the team prefers it, with 0 measurements behind it. And if WordPress on mod PHP is humming along on a low-traffic legal site, your .htaccess is doing real auth work, and production is stable, Apache stays. Period. Save the 4 weeks for a problem that actually exists. Now here's the unlock that flips this whole debate on its head. Most of what looks like 2 different worlds is actually the same 7 concepts wearing different clothes. Virtual host becomes a server block. Document root becomes root. Proxy pass becomes proxy pass. They even kept the underscore for you. Once you internalize this table, reading the other camp's configs is roughly 80% mechanical translation. Lesson 02 goes deep on the edge cases. Today, just notice how small the gap really is. So here's the full arc. 12 lessons in 4 stages. We start with translation, getting fluent in both dialects. Then coexistence, where you'll spend most of your real-world time, especially Nginx fronting Apache, which is the single most common production pattern out there. Stage 3 is the actual migration playbooks, both directions, with dual running for 0 downtime. And we close honest, real performance numbers, when not to migrate, and a decision tree you can defend in a design review. Before we go any further, the ground rules. Most Apache versus Nginx content online is partisan. This series isn't, and 3 principles keep us honest. 1, both servers are good enough. There are Apache sites pushing 100,000 requests a second, and there are slow Nginx deployments. Tools don't fix architecture problems. 2, coexistence beats migration. Stable beats unified, which is why half the series lives in the side-by-side world. And 3, don't migrate is a real answer. 2 of the 12 lessons are explicitly about when to leave things alone. With those ground rules set, let's check the fit. On the left, what you need walking in: hands-on time with Apache vosts and rewrites, Nginx server blocks and proxy pass, shell fluency, HTTP fundamentals, and a test VM you can break. If that list feels shaky, go do Apache Mastery and Nginx Beginner first. This series won't backfill it. On the right, what you'll walk out with: reading any Apache config and writing the Nginx equivalent, architecting coexistence, leading a migration or credibly refusing one, and running dual stack in production. If that's the engineer you're trying to become, you're in the right place. Now, how to actually use this thing? 3 legit paths. 1, read straight through L01 to L12, 1 lesson a day for 2 or 3 weeks. Best if you're new to a hybrid team and want the full arc. 2, treat it as reference, jump to your problem, migrating to Nginx, hit L07, deciding whether to migrate at all. L11 and L12 are the honest answers. 3, read it with your team. L11 is gold for the "should we even do this" meeting. L05 and L06 work for architecture reviews. Pick your path. They all converge by L12. Before we start L01, drop these 5 myths. Nginx is faster, depends entirely on workload, measure first. Apache is legacy. It just shipped 2.4.62 and runs 40% of the web through WordPress alone. Pick one. Production runs both, split by responsibility. Migration removes complexity. It adds complexity for about 12 months, and performance is the only metric. Ignore total cost of ownership, and you'll ship a 5% gain that costs 2 senior engineer weeks. That's a negative return. Carry these into L01 or the rest won't land. So that's the premise locked in. Both are good, running, both is normal, picking is honest work, and there's no flame war to win here. Next up, Lesson 01, an Apache mental model in 12 minutes, written for Nginx people. Just enough vost, .htaccess, and mod rewrite to carry you through the remaining 11 lessons. See you in L01.